Hey, welcome to my channel. I'm Felix. Today I want to talk about flipping NFTs with a small starting investment. So say you have anything less than $1,000 and you want to get into some of the growth you've seen and heard about in the NFT space. There is opportunities for you, but I want to advise that maybe you don't want to take the most obvious routes or the routes that are the most hype right now. So just for a little bit of background on why this is necessary. I'm looking at OpenSea right now, which is the most popular NFT marketplace for Ethereum-based NFTs. Let's go over here and just filter by sales. I have sold a few NFTs for between 0.1 and 0.5 Ethereum, which if Ethereum is currently about $3,000, a 0.1 is $300, so I'm making sales between $300 and $1,500, and these are mostly NFTs that I've minted for around 0.1 Ethereum, which is roughly $300. So I'm making a few $100s profit on each sale, which sounds great, doubling my money almost, but the problem is me gas fees, and if you're trading NFTs around this price range in the $300 to $1,000 range, unless you get extremely lucky and your project moons, as people say, then you're really not going to be seeing a ton of profits, even if you are doubling or tripling your money on paper, and that is because of gas fees. So what happens with Ethereum is when you're looking to mint an NFT, we can look at a transaction that I made here to mint one of these Moody apes. You can see I did this about a month ago. I minted 3 of them, and the first one I just minted, it was the first NFT I ever minted, and I just minted it by itself. So the mint price for these Moody apes was 0.12 Ethereum. If we go over to this transaction, we can see the total price I paid was closer to 0.14 Ethereum. So in that case, you're adding, more than 10% to the price of the actual NFT mint, and that's just going to gas fees. And then again, when you're going to look to sell an NFT for the first time, you're going to need to initialize your wallet on OpenSea, and you can see the transaction I made to do that over here. That transaction cost me $132, almost $133 in Ethereum, 0.043 Ethereum, just to be able to initialize my wallet to be able to sell and buy NFTs on OpenSea. So in every transaction, these fees of $30, $40, $130 are eating away at your profits. And that means that unless you're really picking winners in the Ethereum NFT space, which is difficult to do when you're starting out, you could be looking at a loss before you even reveal your NFT or before you even have an opportunity to list your first NFT. So that's why I want to tell people that if you want to get into NFTs and you don't necessarily have a lot of capital to start out with, the smartest play, in my opinion, is not to start on the Ethereum network. It is to start on one of these other networks. So I want to start here with Cardano. In my opinion, this is probably the least attractive of the 3 options I'm about to explain, but it definitely has its strengths, and it is an appealing investment for sure. So I'm going to start off looking at, this is CoinMarketCap. The current price of Cardano is 115. It's been down, up and down a lot in the last year. I think it peaked around, close to $3. Obviously all crypto at this time is taking a hit market value-wise. I wouldn't really worry about that. What's important is at a market cap of $38.5 billion, that puts Cardano at rank number 7 among cryptocurrencies in market cap. So among the 3 I'm talking about, this is the largest coin, and that definitely can be attractive for a lot of investors. It brings a lot of strength there. It kind of protects your investment in a sense if you think that the volume on the coin itself is high, so there's more liquidity in the coin itself, and that could translate to more liquidity in the NFT market. So the most popular Cardano NFT market is going to be this one here, nft.io. If we look at the homepage here, there's not a lot to really go off. It's an NFT marketplace. The design is a little bit bare bones, but they also have features that they're rolling out that they say are in beta. So I would expect this to evolve in the near future. You can see I've made an account here. I have not connected one of these wallets, but if you want to trade Cardano NFTs, you're going to need one of these 4 wallet options here, and nft.io will walk you through by linking you to these services. And so to get a sense of the volume and activity in the Cardano NFT marketplace, we can look at the activity tab here and see that some of their top 5 collections, let's look at Spacebuds #1 over here, total volume is going to be 240,000 Cardano, which at about $1.40 is, roughly $350,000. So as a all-time volume, that's fairly low, but the floor price on this collection is obviously 7,300 Cardano, or close to 10,000 US dollars right now. So that's a strong floor play. Floor play.
That's obviously a strong floor price.
So that is obviously a strong floor for this collection. You can see that the next couple of collections in the rankings have similar numbers, close to 200,000, 150,000 Cardano total volume. So that suggests that there is a decent amount of liquidity in the marketplace, but these numbers are obviously a lot smaller than the OpenSea numbers. The next NFT marketplace that I want to jump into here is the Crypto.com coin NFT marketplace. So this is an interesting one. Most people, if you're living in the US, will have heard of Crypto.com coin. They have, or you might have heard of Crypto.com, you might not have heard of Crypto.com coin, but they've been marketing very aggressively, advertising in sports events. Everyone will have seen the Matt Damon advertisements over the last few months if you watch sports in the US. But we can see the price action of crypto coin right here, and it's ranked about 16 in total volume right now on CoinMarketCap. So that's still strong ranking, obviously not as high as Cardano, but we can see the price action on Crypto.com coin. It peaked around almost $1 earlier this year, dipped to 33 cents, and now it's leveling at around 45 cents, 47 cents. So I'm not necessarily looking at these as investments in the currencies themselves, but it is an important thing to think about if you're thinking about investing in the NFT marketplace. You want to know that the currency that the marketplace runs on is not going to tank and all your investments tank with it. So the most popular marketplace for Crypto.com coin is going to be Abisu's Bay. Over here on Abisu's Bay, we can see that, fairly similar layout to the Cardano NFT marketplace. If anything, maybe the graphic design is a little bit cleaner. That's very much a matter of taste and not necessarily super important. But these are all things to consider when you're investing in a platform like this, a new platform. You're going to be one of the first users. You're essentially beta testing it, and your feelings and reactions to these platforms are probably going to be similar to the reactions that other consumers are going to have, and you want to pay attention to that when you're making an investment. So if we look over here at the marketplace on Abisu's Bay, we can see some NFTs listed for sale. And now if we go here to collections, we can see the rankings and the volume for their top collection, which is going to be Mad Meerkat, is 6.2 million Crow. So with Crow coin again at around, say, 50 cents to make it easy on my brain, that's 3 million total volume for this collection. Assuming that the Abisu's Bay marketplace has been operating for a similar amount of time as the Cardano marketplace, I don't know exactly if that's true, but obviously you can see a volume of 10 times the largest Cardano collection. So that's important to think about, is the liquidity of a market. If you're going to be a trader who's an active trader, who's looking to flip, who's looking to make a lot of trades, you're going to want more liquidity in the marketplace, and you could see that with Abisu's Bay over the Cardano marketplace. So that's one thing to consider. So next I want to jump into Algrand, and full disclosure, I am invested in the Algrand NFT marketplace. I also have holdings in Crypto.com coin, not any Crypto.com NFTs yet, and I don't have any Cardano right now. So that's just, I'm not a guru or I'm not an expert of any kind, but I want to be transparent about my experience so that hopefully you guys can learn from it. So this is Algrand. You can see it's ranked number 27 in market cap on coinmarketcap.com. So that's a lower ranking than both Cardano and Crow coin. And we can see that the current price of Algo is at exactly $1. Because I understand the tokenomics of Algrand a little bit better than the previous two tokens, I can tell you that Algrand is an inflationary coin that is designed to slowly leak out more supply, essentially, until 2022. And that is basically designed to fight strong pump and dump action on the price. So if you're going to want to get into trading Algrand NFTs, you're going to need to make an Algrand wallet using my algo. You can see that I already have signed up here. I have a couple of Algrand wallets set up. This is a browser-based wallet that anytime you use an Algrand Web3 platform is going to automatically prompt you to connect. You can see that Algrand NFTs are being traded on randgallery.com and also auctioned off on algoxnft.com. So these are just two, I guess you can call them competing platforms to trade algo NFTs. But for our purposes, what's most interesting is looking at NFT Explorer, which is going to give us updates on most recent Algrand NFTs traded. It's going to give us recently edited collections. But we can get the statistics on all of the collections if we come up here to Explore, Statistics, let it load, and go to Rankings. So if we come over here to Rankings on NFT Explorer, we can see collections ranked by 24-hour volume, 7-day volume, or total volume. So the total volume on the #1 Algrand NFT collection is going to be 2 million algos, and at around $1 per algo, that's 2 million USD. So kind of close to comparable to the #1 Bisous Bay Crypto.com NFT collection. So significantly higher than Cardano and similar to the top CRO collection in terms of overall volume. I happen to know that the floor on this collection is about 10K algo or 10K USD. The floor on this #2 collection, Mingos, is going to be about 1K USD, 500 for these two. And then you do have some odd collections with floors of closer to 10K, even though they're not in the top volume. But the important thing to understand is that the top collections in Algrand have 2 million, 1 million, and then more like 300,000-400,000 volume for the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spots. And that's, again, an indication of how much liquidity is in the marketplace and how easily you're going to be able to buy, sell, flip NFTs. And so the reason I'm so bullish on Algrand in particular is that I just have personal experience with this blockchain, and I've had success selling NFTs on this network. So I want to go over here to my wallet on the Rand Gallery. You can see some of my NFTs. If you go up here to my offers, you can see some of the ones that I have for sale. I'm listing this Mingo here for 1169, 1750, and you can basically translate these values 1 to dollars. So I have one listed for close to $2,000, one listed to closer to $150. And I would say that my total initial investment in the Algrand NFT marketplace was not more than 1,000 Algrand. So if you look at that, I still have 500 in my wallet now, and I have, easily 3,000 algos worth of listings that I'm trying to sell right now. Obviously, these are, kind of optimistic values, but they're not unrealistic values. In the next couple weeks, I could easily see a lot of these pieces going for this price, which would put me at close to 4x on my investment so far. So I want to get into some of the strategies I use for profiting off NFT flips in a different video, but for now, all I want to say is you need to use Discord and Twitter. You need to get as involved as you can in social media, listen to people, try to learn from others' mistakes as well as their wins, and that's really going to be the only way you can get your edge in this marketplace. You can still profit by just buying and holding a random assortment of NFTs, but if you want to really go for the quick profits and maximize the return on your investment, you're going to need to do a little bit of research, and hopefully that will help you minimize the losses you make. So get on Discord, get on Twitter, follow people who sound like they know what they're talking about, and that's a great place to start. You can find my Twitter link below, and you can obviously also like and subscribe for more of these videos, and hopefully learn from some of my losses so that you don't have to make them yourself.